guys and gals, and here from Drake Queen Gaming. Something on Twitter, the Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming back at you with a Let's Play episode of Beyond the Harbor. So y'all, let's go ahead. It's been a while, y'all. So I just finished a game on the rotation, so I'm going to fill it with Beyond the Harbor, so we can work through some of the older games that we haven't completed yet. Anyway, y'all, alarm chain, you are up, and let's go. Alrighty. Nope, it's a totally different skill set. Besides, those MMA chicks are crazy. Don chuckles. You'd fit right in. Absolutely not. You're lucky I'm not like them. You hear about that woman who bit people's ears off? She kept a necklace of them. Still kind of seems like it'd be up your alley, honestly. I can't see any of his features, but if I had to guess, he's smiling. God, I wish I could see his smile again. Long pointed teeth full of unfilled cavities, breath that was always intoxicatingly awful. I really gagged when he kissed me. Of course, I never got the chance to get used to it. I raise a finger up to my mouth, gently prodding at my cushy bottom lip. Fuck, he pushes all my buttons. I bite down on my index finger, channeling my inner turmoil into external pain. No, I'm not. I bite down harder. Nothing. I can't feel it anymore. Can you see me staring? You can definitely see me staring. Alright, I'm gonna go out on a limb and just ask. Why the fuck are you looking at me like that? I pull my finger out of my mouth, my dead eyes staring into his shadowed visage. I don't have an answer for him. No? Nothing? Yeah, I had a fucking feeling you wouldn't. He leans close to me with some newfound confidence. Jesus fucking Christ, are you gonna say anything? What the hell is wrong with you? I open my mouth, but the only sound that escapes it is a long, rumbling gurgle. I have nothing to say. I never do. This is why it's impossible to talk to you. You go mental when everyone confronts you. You're spineless. Hey, lay off! The bear finally comes in to save me from his onslaught. You need to cool it. That was totally out of line. Honestly, how can you possibly expect to have a conversation with someone when you open with hostility every time? How could anyone expect to have a conversation with him when he doesn't fucking talk? He opens his open hand points to me as if I'm the object of a very unenthusiastic sales pitch. The tense air lingers for a moment before V's laser-focused gaze finally whittles him down. The hyena throws up his arms in an exasperated surrender. Fine, whatever. Guess we're literally playing quiet mouse now. You should try it more often. Might be a game you actually have a shot at winning. Don leans back slightly, seeming to have cooled off momentarily. Not my fault you're a fucking freak at air hockey. Well, maybe not as much of a freak as that twink that beat your ass at it that one time. Who is... Lee's voice trails off as she musters everything into recalling her history of air hockey duels upon the stage of history. Oh, Wong. Heh. I can hear the faintest crackling as V's iron grip on our cup begins to compromise its stability. Coffee is abandoning ship over the brim in a frantic bid to escape. V? The polar bear returns to her senses and mercifully releases the strangulated cup, giving a smile as if nothing happened. Oh, it's nothing. Minusly just a change of topic. The surface-level sweetness of her tone and smile didn't fool anyone. This was as good as a command, and we'd be wise to heed it. Well, in any case, it might be nice to check out that arcade before I go back. I used to like putting quarters into that 10-cent cabinet before you dropped out? She curtly finishes his statement for him, eliciting a sharp exhalation from him. I was gonna say left, but sure, V, thanks, he says behind gritted teeth. Was that inaccurate? It's just what I remembered, unless you resumed classes back up in Dover. Fucking... No, I didn't. Donovan Keegan dropped out and never got his goddamn high school diploma. Is that what you wanted to hear? His voice is reaching a volume that begins to draw a few glances toward our table. Of course not. What I was hoping to hear was how you plan to pick your life back up. Believe it or not, I'm not some boogeyman waiting to cackle at all your misfortunes, and neither are most people. Plan? Yeah. Plan? Yeah, maybe when life stops fucking me over, huh? Fucking pointless. If you want to see what's really been fucking you over all this time, take a long, hard look at a mirror. The hell are you talking about? You know that those things are out of my control. Please. You should know better than anyone that blaming your own poor decisions and some twisted fate being out to get you is bunk. You can't just justify your misfortune in a series of events outside your control. Take some accountability. You... grow up. I can feel the heat radiating from the hyena on my right. On my right hit a burning climax. He doesn't respond, though, instead spending some time stewing in it. God, why can't I read him anymore? Ollie, I know I already asked, but are you sure you don't want me to buy you some food? Well, I considered giving her my usual nonverbal response, so I decided I'd rather speak for the first time since we'd arrived. No thank you. Alright. She takes one last sip from her cup before standing up from her seat. There's an audible pop as she stretches her arms and back. Ollie, I'll see you in a bit, okay? I'm gonna head back to my grandma's for a little bit. I gotta change my clothes and all that jazz. Sorry I couldn't spend more time with you beforehand. She's... bye for now. Shit. While she turns to leave, the living furnace to my right slams the table again. The fuck do you mean you're leaving? Just like that? She doesn't respond. You are a ride. You're obligated to take him home. Still nothing. So you're just leaving? His tone drops slightly before picking back up again. Oh. I see how it is. I think it's my turn to babysit the rat. Is that what this is? Instead of giving a response, she waves as she exits the establishment. Fine. I see how it is. He folds his arms as every shade in the restaurant continues to point our direction. I think they're staring, not that he cares. Guess I don't either. We sit like that for a little while, the atmosphere silent, oppressive, and strangling. Yeah, y'all aren't really friends. More like... hostile acquaintances. Don't fool yourself, Ollie. You don't actually care. He finally looks in my direction after an indeterminate amount of time, before suddenly getting up from his chair and walking away from the table. Without even thinking, I get up and follow in his footsteps, matching his pace as best as my short legs can handle. Through the lobby. Out the door. Into the street. Out of the shopping district. Towards the ocean. I follow him without really knowing why. He never turns back, never looks at me, just marches on. Something stirs in my empty core. My stomach long rotted away. You're not yourself aware enough to know how fucked this is, are you, Oliver? My fingers, white bones trained black over these last few years of agony, clutch what remains of the determination of the moon holding the sun at bay. Please don't take my memories of him from me. He's all I have left. Please. Please. Please, whoever you are, please. I feel a tear welling up inside my empty eye sockets. It floats upwards and away from me towards the surface, to the light I'll never see again. I am nothing. The faceless man in front of me stops, just in front of... I don't know this place. I don't care to know it either. I've got a reservation for Keegan. The blob behind him shifts and stirs. I don't care enough to figure out what it's doing. Yeah, Donovan, that's me. I called you earlier today. Thanks. He ignores me as he walks away. Big mistake. Without me willing it to, my body follows him again, step after pathetic step. Couldn't stop, even if I wanted to. Damn it, why the fuck are you following me? He finally turns back to face me, an arm thrown up for dramatic effect. How fucking hard is it going to be to pound this into your thick skull? I don't want anything to do with you. He took a step towards me, then another. Not now, not later, not ever. His footsteps are loud and heavy, and yet I stare on. His face is cold. Don't you fucking get it? He's close enough now that I can feel the heat radiating off of him again. He's so much warmer than me. Stop it! Just fucking stop! He balls his right hand into a fist and raises as if to strike me. Don't think I wouldn't... Just then he falters, stumbling a step backwards. Did you see a ghost on? It takes him a second to recover, but the rebound is quick. His arms fall back to his sides and his breathing slows. I don't understand you at all. He sighs. Listen to me. His voice cuts off as his attention leaves me. Then without even a second passing, he grabs my wrist and yanks me away. The surrounding buildings blur together as he pulls me along, my legs doing their best to keep up with his. This is something I haven't felt in a long time. My brain rattles as I'm placed against a scratchy brick wall. The man who brought me here placing himself in the same position next to me. His breathing is heavy, his chest laboriously heaving in tune with mine. Wait, am I breathing? Fuck! He curses between gasps of air, taking frequent looks around the corner of the building. There they are, I fucking knew it! He still has it out for me. The warmth of his tight grip spreads from my wrist to the rest of my body, flooding me with a deep sense of something. If there were any blood left in my body, I think I'd be blushing. I lift my limp hand out of my hoodie's pocket for the first time since this morning. There's no hesitation when I touch those skeletal digits of his hand. I dance atop his fleshy hand, overjoyed to feel the embrace of skin again. This is what it felt like when A deep, miserable shiver shakes him to his core, and his attention turns back to me. The fuck are you? His whisper cuts abruptly when he spots the ritual I'm performing on him, and he yanks his hand away from me. Ah! He's practically whisper-screaming now. The fuck is wrong with you? His featureless visage bores into me for what feels like an eternity before he's hit with some revelation that makes him shiver again, and he takes a step back. God, I can't fucking win. Every little fuck-up in my life ruins everything for everyone. I should have just... Then, just as before, he looses a frustrated scream and throws his hands to his sides. He turns to face me. Or he would have if he still had a face to begin with. Alright, I'm actually going to pause it right there, y'all. Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon if you can. It always helps. Anyway, I love you all, and I shall see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye!